Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've seen you. Oops, I always do that, don't I? I had a bit of a computer drought over the weekend, but I did manage to get a few odds and ends like this cheats mosaic. It's not perfect. It doesn't quite follow the little mosaic tiles that we have, but I think it looks pretty good as a cheats measure. And yes, I admit, I also found this one, which as you can see does jiggle a little bit in certain distances, but that's quite cute. And then this one, which I thought was perfect because it's the moon, so circles, that's what we're doing. So that's quite cute, and I like the blue. I didn't get a chance to do any coloring or anything with them. I just popped in and put this one down. It's actually little pieces of the mosaic, and I've just joined them all together, and I did a little bit in here. So obviously this is the room where the throne will be built, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff here for throne-like stuff, and you can see the mosaic comes through here, and I've chopped it off there because this is a PNG image, so you can't place anything on it. If I take that, it won't stand, so I'm not going to try and fight to build a throne when I have to then move it into place. And I just found all kinds of weird stuff that I can place. This is pretty much every single vase that there is in the game, and I just threw them all here. Well, this is also a candlestick. There's that. We have a bowl of fruit, and then I did the walls. I thought this would be quite nice for down here, because moonlit nights are not very light except where the moon is in the sky. This is a mosaic, well, it's a pixelated image of a woman's face that I borrowed, and I quite like it. I wouldn't mind trying to do something like that with the little block, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But I will try and do my own mosaic around the floor. That will come once we know where we've placed everything. And of course you've got the archways here, and that goes all the way across the back wall of the room, the triple arches, and then we've just got the single archways on each side here, which I think looks quite cool. We have the round pillars, and I actually capped them, so yay. And today we are building our throne. So I've got, and if you can hear thunder in the background, it is spring in South Africa, so we are having our first thunderstorm in a couple of months, and it might get a bit noisy, so there is that. So I put together a whole bunch of stuff that I thought might work for a throne type place. I've also got the pillars, the square pillars, and a couple of other things, fencing, blocks to see. Now, the picture I have in my head, and this is a mirror. Now, if only we had a reflection on the mirror, hey? Because that would be perfect, reflecting some light. But I put it on the wall behind here by the light, and there's no reflection whatsoever. I'm probably going to use this as the chair in the throne once I've built the platform, and then we will build into it. So it's going to be another one of those balls that will collapse if you try and play it. But hey, I'm trying. So I think what I'd like to do is figure out if we go, so that's 1 by 1 meter. If I do that and I put the chair on top, we have a thing. So these fit exactly on the 1 by 1. So I'm going to take that as a win. I just need to change that because we don't want that. I think I'm going to go for the ceramic, but I want to go for that dark blue on the walls so it will reflect through. I used that. It's almost a blue gray. Did I use that? I think I might have maybe that one. So let's just paint it. We can maybe put lights behind it. And, oh yes, look at how that shines. Like that. So I believe we are getting a Pets DLC. Is anybody interested, excited, happy, unhappy for the Pets DLC? I came late to the Pets DLC with House Flipper 1, and I did get quite a lot of the animals, and I did do some gardening, but I never really used my animals to help me do jobs. So I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. Okay, so that would be the platform. That would be the chair. And I'm going to push it slightly to the back there. So there is a step. And of course, let's place it as far back as we can. That puts it pretty much in the center. Now the reason I looked at this, it's because it's got filials on the top here, which I quite like. We have the only other thing that we have would be the pine cone, but I don't think you can change. If I take the hanger off, oh, I can. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I can use that. Let's see how big it is. Oh, that might work as the top of a. It's a bit fluffy, isn't it? Doesn't have that sort of rigidness. Don't think we've got anything else. Well, we've got these, which is the big one. What? That stands up. Ooh. That actually will probably work quite nicely. Now, I've got a bunch of images of sort of ancient type thrones next to me here, but I'm sort of leaning towards a DIY type thing. And these columns are pretty much the shortest they can be. So if I put that there, for example, that is the shortest, which is fine. I can work with that one in the front here. This one is taller, but this is the shortest it will go, which is not a bad thing because again, we can resize it, and that's as far as we can get. But here we can probably build it up a bit and have it about that size. Let's move the fences out of the way for now, because I don't think we need them. Okay, I'll shift everything into place just now and literally build, but that's not bad as a start. And yes, we will have the seat there permanently. So let's take the grid snapping off and move that in so it takes the place of the actual base of the chair. So then you have just the cushion. And again, this can actually take the place of the base of the chair. So that is the front. That fits perfectly in that gap there. So let's move that one on that side. And then we just need armrests. So, oh, and we want this on the top. I would like to flip that over though. All right, let's concentrate on arms for the time being. Do we want some of these on the side? That might look pretty good. We start there. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. Which one do we want to go with this? I'm going to line this one up, and then the next one's going to have to be moved into place because we don't have space to place it here. And then this can be just moved slightly in so it's connected there. We still have the shape of the armrest there, which is fine. We can overcome that obstacle. I like that. Only problem is that isn't lined up. That'll teach me. Okay, we are getting somewhere. So I have, where is it? I swear I put, oh, I didn't. Oh, I did. We have this, which we could probably use as an armrest that is just slightly bumpy on the top. Or alternatively, we can use the windowsill. Let's try this. And I know this is going to be a pain. So let's see. If I line it up to there. Come on. Doesn't this resize? This is the baby beam Dang it. All right. It's not resizable, is it? Nope. This will leave this on the end. And it's very big. So scrap that one. This is the smooth beam. And that's, well, the curved beam. So let's go with curved. At least they've allowed us now to put a metal finish on this. So sure, let's copy that and throw that on that side. We probably won't need it that big, so the question will be, how small can you go? It is a little chunky, and I don't know if I like that, but we'll try it. I mean, we can put it right onto the top of that. Doesn't look too bad, actually. We're just going to have to try and maybe move it out. Can you imagine trying to sit here and you've got marble poking in your hips? That would be Anna. Sorry, that would be so. Anna is just an Afrikaans word for ow. It's starting to look throne-like. I don't know what you think. I think I would like to put, don't know if I want to put a larger cushion on the back there, probably. And then we can continue this, but we're just going to have to, let's do the snap to grid, otherwise it's going to not snap properly. Come on, very nice. And I've been playing with these little shapes quite a lot lately. If you saw my competition build, I made walls out of these. I think that actually fills in the gaps quite nicely. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Maybe I should put a crown on top there. Maybe. Okay, let's see if we can fill this in without needing to. No, we're not. Well, maybe we can pull this top section in here. Yeah. On it. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's move that out. And then it's going to be easy because then we can just move it back in again. Oh, I just see the armrests are poking through the column at the back. That's fine. We can fix that hopefully. I think that will be okay. Yep, that works. Awesome. Okay, let's finish this up. See what it looks like from the front. All right, if we're standing here, that actually looks quite nice through the back there. We just need something here and something on top there. Now, all the chairs or thrones I'm seeing have got a lot of decoration either on the ends or on the top of it. So that's going now. We don't want that. That's going to be too big, even though it's a perfect circle. So I think that one might look good. I wonder if we can pop it here. Will it? Ooh, it will. Okay, I like that. I like that. Will you? Yes. Only problem is it's not wide enough. Can we put two? Can we please? Dang it. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? I have no idea. All right, let's see. Can we? Yes, we can. But we're going to have to squish those together. Could work. Then we're going to have to find something to put on top there. The other alternative is we turn them upside down. Actually, all right. Now we're going to come to the. What am I doing? Am I going to have to play here? If I can, it's not going to really give it much, is it? I think we're going to have to shrink this back. That is the actual chair. So let's see if we can just. Actually looks better, except we might need 3 so that it covers the actual. Oh, that's not bad. It sits nicely on top of the column. convincing myself. What happens if I pull it out to there? That'll work. That is on top of the column. That is the only thing that's a pain. I think we can live with that. You can see it takes a little bit of fiddling, but I've got time to fiddle this week. Not literally, but you know what I mean. All right, so that is a good start. I'm thinking of, we need something along the top there, and we need something up top here. But I'm quite liking these really tall arms. And if you look at the height of the armrest, it's not that much different. So I'm happy with that. Okay, let's stand and step back. I'm also thinking of flowers, because yes, of course, I'm always thinking of flowers. My thought process was something like a water lily, because these you can actually get them in the blue. And there are some night blooming flowers. So where are these? Those other flowers? Are they here? I always have to go to newest. Yes, these. Okay, these are the Lenten roses. These daffodils. Sunflowers are not going to do, simply because, nighttime sunflower doesn't quite work. But we've got crows here. I would love an owl, but we ain't gonna get no owl. Maybe we can use the birds. Maybe. You can actually see this pushing through here. I'm going to have to fix that, but that's all right. Let's get another pillow. Now we just have to remember where the pillows are. These are the newer ones. We want, I think that one will do. Hello. Thank you. Can you go backwards? Will you? Yes, you will be. That's more throne-like. You can just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, we are getting there. Don't know about the bird. I quite like the bird. The other thing that we had was that for the sides of the chairs instead of this. That might actually work in the front. That's quite cool, actually. Okay, we're going to have to go that far. I could probably work better than that. I'm liking it. Now the question is going to be, if we put these strip lights in, which lights did we use? I'm sure it's those ones. Dang it. That's going to shine. Okay. I can live with that. And of course you're not going to let me do that, are you? Shame on you. You'll notice it actually allows us to place it. Oh no, I thought it was on the mosaic, but it isn't. Make it. Can we get one in the back? Yes, we can. Should we do it all the way to there? Then it lights up the pillars as well. That is bright. I actually quite enjoy that. I mean, you're walking into a room and you have this glowing throne. Oh, yes. All right, we're going to get rid of the walls because we don't need them. I mean, the fences. That is too dark. So scrap that. That chair, can you see the filials here? This was sort of what I was thinking of. But it's just not grand enough. I think this will be, and we can always make it taller because these columns are resizable. Okay, that chair can go. The other alternative is we use, I was going to say we use a vase at the back. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. Let's take this stuff off here so we can actually see what we're doing. Quite like that. That sort of gives it feeling without having to play with crisp. Oh, yes. Okay. I like that. And this is a female throne, so I think that will actually be quite pretty as the back of it. Okay, let's just pull that out of the way and take these off. I will adjust it shortly. I really like that. Won't really see the back much, but you will definitely have the feel of it there, and that actually lines up perfectly with the top of that. So I'm liking that a lot. Okay, we've got the little bird perching there. So let's have a look at, where's our little birds? Here they are. We use that one. So maybe the little one on this side. Come on. Okay, you're not as small as I thought you were, but you're small enough. Okay, so you've got the birds there. Just pretend they're owls. And then we need some plumb lines. Now, as I said, these, the only one we're going to be able to use from this will probably be the lantern rose. And the white is not really white, it's more pink. That's okay. Look how it glows nicely in the come on. That'll work. And then the water lilies. So we've got that one on a stem and that one is flat, and we also have the white water lilies on this side. And we can always add more. And maybe some vines. I'm thinking for the vines, we haven't really got a silver. We've got red, purple, and green. The only other one is the variegated. So maybe the variegated. This one. Can we please hang on a wall? Here we go. So maybe that one. I think that will work. So I'm not going to make you watch me pull and attach vines everywhere, but we are going to have some flowers here. Should we have a couple of candles? Perhaps again on the back. Of the chair here. Will you sit here? Will you sit? Yes, you'll sit there. I keep doing that. The pools, you'll just have that flickering light as well. Only problem with candles and these LED strips is we're going to have probably some pixelation at some stage. So I've got to be really restrained in my use of them. And see, I was also thinking of that one, but I don't think we need that. And that block is not right. Now the only thing, excuse me, here, we just put some flowers draping over. Put a silver acorn in the corner there. A little weird. Okay, do we have, not that one, maybe this one? Can you get a white hydrangea? No, you can't really. But you can get a pink one, which is close. I think that'll work. Alright guys, I know this is not a super long episode, video, whatever you'd like to call it, but I think the throne is pretty darn cute. Now, I moved this because, again, I wasn't going to build on it, but it can now literally lead to the throne. So let me know what you think. Any additions that I should make? I am more than happy to play with stuff. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll probably add some drapey vines on the side, a couple of flowers coming down. I think that is a throne worthy of a, I don't know, Princess of the Moon temple? So guys, I hope you're having a lovely Monday. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.